tryna run it up, yeah, you know. Yeah, maxed out, put the pedal to the floor. Yeah, on the road, here we go, here we go. Here we go.
What is going on, everybody? Welcome back to the Frankie Candles live stream. I think I'm blowing out your eardrums. What is going on, everybody? Welcome back to the Frankie Candles live stream every single weekday right here at 5:45 Eastern Standard Time, right after ATB. Where is my ATB crew at? Let me know in the chat, guys. New studio, who dis? Guys, go ahead and, or actually just bear with me, guys, if we run into some weird technical difficulties, which we shouldn't. I tested everything before we hopped on. Hopefully everything is all good. But guys, we got a new studio. We got a new LED neon sign. I'll move out of the way so you guys can see this in all of its glory. Woo! Oh yeah, baby. It's lit. No pun intended. But guys, what is going on? Thank you to everybody who is tuned in right now. Let me go ahead and put these headphones on and see if, because my headphones were not working before. Let me check out let's check out one of our cha-ching. Oh yeah, let me know if you guys can hear those sound effects. But guys, we are live in the new studio. I want to say it's about 89% finished here. We're still trying to figure out what the best angle to shoot at is. I know you guys, I would love for everybody to see this sign in its entirety, but there's kind of no way to avoid being in front of it. We're gonna mess around with some camera angles, but I hope you guys like the new studio. This is gonna open up the door for so much more content, guys, because the studio is now feet away from anywhere I'm ever gonna be. So if I ever want to make a market update, I could pop in here and record it at the drop of a hat. So guys, get ready for much more content to be hitting this channel in the coming weeks, months, and years. I don't know. But guys, thank you all for tuning in. I appreciate every single one of you guys. We got a lot to talk about today. Obviously, Bitcoin kind of just still sitting in the same spot it's been sitting recently. So we're going to go ahead and take a look at Bitcoin. We're taking a look at the alts, guys. We do have a lot to talk about. We have these massive bearish signs popping up on Bitcoin, but nothing is able to push it below this support that we're sitting at. So it's a very sketchy situation here. Be careful out there trading, guys. Set your stop losses. I said this on the morning show on the BitBoy Crypto channel. Be careful out there because we definitely have these bearish signals popping up. But you know, we are sitting at key support, so you don't. Thanks, Siri. But yeah, you don't want to get overly bearish at key support, guys. We're at a very important level of support. We're going to take a look at it. Are these bearish signals going to finally play out, or are they going to get absolutely stepped on? And are we going to get a big move to the upside? Because like I said, the mixed, as you can see from the title, guys, the mixed signals are out. It's crazy, right? We have a bullish divergence on the daily, very rare bullish sign. But we also have these yellow X's printing on every single time frame. It feels like we got the blood diamonds on ETH. You know, the SPY is not looking too good. And if you guys have taken a look at the Dixie, things are ripping. So you want to be real careful. Some, you know, mixed signals again, but we're going to break it down. I'm going to try to give you guys some clarity on what I'm thinking about. Are we going to go up? Are we going down? Are we going to see, you know, are we going to get this big leg down? Are we not going to make a lower low? Are we going to make a bull div on the weekly? We have a lot to talk about because there's a whole bunch of different ways that this could go down. So I'm going to kind of give you guys my ideas and try to figure out exactly what is going to happen here so we can be prepared whether we go up or down, because if you guys watch this channel, you know we make money trading crypto. Whether the price is going up or down, in a bear market, in a bull market, it does not matter. So shout out, I saw somebody in here saying that the Discord was killing it today. Let's go. Shout out to the free Discord, guys. If you're new in the stream and you are not a part of the Frankie Candles live stream. If you're not a part of the live stream, definitely get in there. But if you are not a part of our free Discord, get in there, guys. I mean, listen. I put my exclusive TA in there often, right? Multiple days a week. It's completely free. I put the trade setups. I put my TA, what I'm thinking. I get into the general TA chat. we kind of just shoot the bull and we hang out. It's a good time, guys. Great place to learn. We got a bunch of really good traders in there. If you have any questions, I always urge you to reach directly out to me on Discord or YouTube anyway, Twitter DMs, however you can get in touch with me. I always try to answer my DMs as much as I can. It is getting a little tricky as the channel grows. But guys, if you can't get through to me, somebody in the Candle Mafia will help you. It's a great community. Just ask the Candle Mafia in chat right now. They'll tell you all about it, guys. We got 349 people in here. Make sure you smash that like button. Every 100 likes we get, you guys will get a spin on the wheel of pain and pleasure where you guys will have a chance to win some free NFTs or maybe some ledgers or maybe this cool candle hat. But guys, I'm coming to you. Frankie Candle's coming to you straight 4K today in the new studio. Let me know in the chat if you guys are digging the new setup. Like I said, it's like 90% of the way done. I think we might maybe work it around, change it a little bit, but this is the vibe, guys. We got the purple, we got the blue, we got the Frankie Candles LED sign. It's lit, guys. It's lit. I'm super pumped. This will also allow our technical difficulties or our technical stuff in the studio to remain consistent, so we don't have to deal with, you know, other people unplugging stuff or changing settings on the camera. So things should be much more consistent, and most importantly, guys, I will be ready to record at the drop of a hat. So stay tuned for the tutorials, the trading strategies, the market updates. It's gonna be so sick. You have no idea how excited I am to have this studio here. Some people urged me against it. Some people said, hey, maybe don't put the studio in your house, man. You're never gonna stop working. And I was like, listen, we don't stop working. The Mafia never stops working anyway, so it doesn't matter if it's at the studio, at the office, or the studio's in the house. We're hitting the ground running no matter what. So guys, thank you all for tuning in. I do appreciate every single one of you. And without further ado, guys, like I said, we do have a lot to look at here on the charts. So let's go ahead and jump into the stuff, the things, the charts. Let's go. And also, guys, hopefully I'm more out of the way here so you guys can see much more of my screen here. Hopefully, hopefully I get in the way a lot less. But yeah, guys, let me know what you think of the new studio, the new sign. Let me know what you guys think in the chat. Do you love it? Do you hate it? Should I start doing my live streams on a cardboard box outside? Let me know in the chat. But yeah, guys, let's go ahead and jump into the charts. But before we do that, actually, I'm sorry. I'm like in a new environment here. Things are all jumbled up. So bear with me. But let's go ahead and say what's up to chat real quick before we touch on the charts. Chat. Yeah. Anyway, let's see what we got going on in chat. Absolutely flying, guys. If you also stay tuned. It's not edited yet, but we did vlog the creation of this studio. Setting up the set behind me, getting the neon sign, getting all the new gear. If you guys could see the desk I'm dealing with now, we got an ultra wide monitor right in front of me, so it gives me much more screen real estate to do the TA and show you guys the charts. I also have a vertical monitor here with chat. Oh God, it's so glorious. I used to have to squint. Now you guys are in HD on a giant monitor here, and then I got another monitor here. So stay tuned for that vlog, guys. I don't know if we're gonna put it on Hit Network or my channel, but if you guys are interested in some behind the scenes stuff to see how we built this studio and what my actual setup looks like, for those of you who are interested, stay tuned for that because it's gonna be sick. Let's go ahead and say okay, let's see. What do we got going on in chat, guys? We got Tony Soprano. Tony Soprano in the chat, guys. Thank you for being here, Anthony. Appreciate you. JRE show, JRE style. Shout out to Joe Rogan. Love it. Shout out to Tony Soprano. We got the approval from Tony. Appreciate you, man. Round Earth says, Bitcoin Lipam Pagu. I don't know if I'm reading that wrong, but shout out to Round Earth. Thank you for being here. Tim Shea, the sign is so cool. Let's get it, guys. Actually, I don't know if you guys notice. Actually, it doesn't look too bad on camera, but the candles are actually slightly the wrong color, and the sign's actually a little bit broken. It's nothing huge, but it is broken, so they are actually sending us a new one. So shout out to anybody who caught that color difference. But anyway, it's like barely different. But let's see. Tim Shea, what is going on? Appreciate you for being here, man. Crypto Pollo, what is going on, man? Says, so not a green screen. Wow, impressed. Yes, I will prove that to you guys. Not a green screen. Not a green screen. This is a real, I could get up and touch the wall. But yeah, no, we don't do green screens over here. Maybe when I travel, I'll bring a little green screen so we can get this background. But no, this is all practical, guys. That's a real sign. Actually, there was a reflection in the sign, so I had to prop the sign up with 2 pairs of clean socks. So real sign, real socks, guys. I don't know why I brought that up. Anyway, MTC, what is going on? It says, congrats on the new studio. Thank you very much. I appreciate that, MTC. Thank you for being here. Jake, what is going on? No sound effects. Oh, you guys can't hear the... Oh, no. Let me know if you guys can hear those sound effects. It seems like you guys can't hear them, but we'll figure out why in just a second. Let's see. Cal's World says, awesome looking. What's going on, Cal's World? Thank you for being here. I appreciate you, man. Let's see. Taylor, what is going on in the house? Thanks for the shout out, Mafia. Shout out to Taylor. Thank you for being here, man. I appreciate you always being in here. Ryan Mack, what is going on? Says, how far away was the other studio? 50 feet. How big is the BitBoy compound? Guys, the BitBoy compound is massive. It's like 40-something thousand square feet. It's crazy, but that was about 15 minutes away from where I am right now in the super secret Frankie Candles lair, which is separate from the BitBoy compound. Yeah, about 15 minutes away from the other studio. Let's see. Jacob Smith, what is going on? Thank you for being here. Como say comas. What is going on? He says ditto. Let's go. Alan Minty, what is going on? These are the days DCAing were made for. Absolutely, guys. We're going to talk about that in a second. Talking about DCAing, why I think it's a good time to start DCAing in. And if you start buying at these prices, you're most likely not going to regret it. But guys, Frankie blasting off. What's going on, Raph? Thank you for being here. Let's get a couple more in here. DJ, what is going on? LFG, 100%. Let's go. Justin, no effects, but 6 studio. Good work. Thank you. Shout out to Tony D for helping me with this. Wouldn't have been able to do it without him. Shout out to Red Robles. Hit those likes. Red Robles said it, not me. Justin, what's going on? We said hi to you. What's up, man? Chemistry, bro. What is going on? Ultra wide is the way. Let's go. Shout out to Ronnie, Crypto Billy, Rob the Crypto Snob, Tyler Jordan, Tony D, Captain Kirk, D Petty Crypto, and Crypto Anon. All of our mods, guys, we have the best mods in the game. I just saw Anonymous pop in here, the world's funniest CandleMafia member. Shout out to Anonymous and Rickster, Lucho. Shout out to Lucho, the world, the CandleMafia's most lucky member. Shout out to you, man. Mr. Ethereum, as always, happy to have you. And without further ado, guys, let's go ahead and jump into the charts. Sorry, a little out of whack here. But, guys, moving on to the charts. Now, again, I want to preface today's stream with... This is the make or break moment, right? I truly believe that we are on the verge of a really big move, right? Now, shout out to Brad saying he loves the mods. Let's go. We are on the verge of a very big move. Now, whether that is a move up or a move down, I can let you know what I'm thinking, but you want to be prepared in either direction, guys, because we all know that the price can go up, it could go down, it could totally negate some TA. But I'm going to give you guys try to give you guys a clear view of what I'm thinking. And it starts off on the weekly time frame because we printed a new weekly candle this weekend. By the way, guys, today's I'm going to come clean, guys. I'm going to come clean. I know I usually drink really healthy drinks that are good, have collagen, they're good for your skin, they're good for energy, it's all natural and healthy. But I'm going to be honest, guys. Today's energy is brought to you by sugar-free Red Bull, guys. Sometimes I got to drink these disgusting energy drinks if there's nothing left. Sometimes the cactus moss water is not around. So we're drinking sugar-free Red Bull today. Shout out to the stuff that gives you wings. But guys, on the weekly chart, I do want to show you guys here. Now, obviously, we did confirm our weekly yellow X. You can see it right there in all of its glory. Let me go ahead and turn off our TA here. You can see that second yellow X did print and confirm. You can see the confirmed red dot there. And we also do have our momentum wave. If you guys are watching the morning stream on BitBoy Crypto, you will know we were looking at this momentum wave starting to work its way down. And on top of that, guys, you want to notice right here, this is another pretty bearish sign, and it's that money flow is starting to come out pretty aggressively on the weekly time frame. So this is overall bearish. Now, shout out to Crypto Pollo thank you for the super chat, man. I do appreciate that. He says, just want to show love to the best mods in the biz. Crypto Anon, Crypto Billy, Tony D. Thank you for all you do for Frankie. You know how to pick them. Thank you for all you do, Frankie. You know how to pick them. Shout out to Crypto Pollo, and I know you meant to mention Captain Kirk and all the other mods too. I'm sure it limited you on characters possibly, but yeah, shout out to Crypto Pollo showing the mods some love, guys. Show the mods love in the chat. They do a whole lot for this channel, and Crypto Pollo, I do appreciate that super chat. OG supporter of the channel. Now, looking bearish on the weekly, guys. Again, confirmed yellow X. Nothing really too crazy here. Confirmed yellow X, money flow coming back out, and your momentum wave is also starting to come out. Now, before we continue the analysis here, guys, I kind of want to break away and show you guys how I think this could potentially play out, right? Everybody, always thinks, everybody always wants to know, are we bottomed out? Have we hit the bottom yet? Is it still to come? And if it does come, or when it does come, how is it going to play out? Now, I do want to kind of show you guys. This is one thing I'll be looking for, right? If we have not bottomed out yet, if 17.6 was the bottom, which is definitely a possibility, guys, not a 100% guaranteed fact, but a possibility. And if you guys are interested to look at why I think it's a possibility that we've already bottomed, you could check out that video on the channel. We also take a look at the other case as well, the fact that we also look at the case for the bottom not being in, because as you guys know, I'm not interested in calling the exact bottom. I made a call for what I thought was the bottom. It's essentially where we're at right now. If it winds up being the bottom, great. Sure, maybe we'll clip it, one or two times and be like, hey, look, we called the bottom. But I'm really not interested in that because it doesn't really matter, right? Because I'm going to DCA in, and we make money whether the price is going up or down. So I'm not worried about catching the exact bottom, but we do make these videos kind of attacking each case, the bottom being in and the bottom not being in. We build the list of evidence, and I let you make the decision, because at the end of the day, you're the one that has to make your trading decisions. You could take a look at the information that's provided for you on YouTube or in a course, but you never just want to trade based off of that, right? So with that being said, guys, if the bottom is not in, here is one of the scenarios that we've brought up a couple of times. Red Bull, not a sponsor, no, but guys, speaking of sponsors, real quick, I did want to wait for a special graphic to reveal this, but I'm just going to kick it off right now, guys. The Frankie Candles live stream is now officially powered by KuCoin, guys. We got our first official sponsor, and none other than my personal favorite exchange, KuCoin, right? As you guys know, I don't just promote anything on this channel. I promote things I actually use, and KuCoin is one of my favorite exchanges. So when it came to kind of trying to figure out if we could get some sponsors for the channel, who it would be, KuCoin was first in mind, and we were able to work out a deal with them. So shout out to KuCoin for sponsoring the Frankie Candles live stream. If you guys want to sign up for KuCoin, you could check the link in the description down below, and maybe the mods can put it in chat. We worked out a deal where you guys can save some money on fees if you use our link, and if you don't want to use the link, that's cool too. But officially sponsored by KuCoin, guys. Super, super, super exciting. I was so pumped. TJ came up and he's like, bro, KuCoin's locked in, man. I was beside myself. Super cool. Been using KuCoin for a long, long time, and never thought I'd have a live stream sponsored by them. So super cool. We're gonna get a cool graphic up here so we can bring it up. But super cool, guys. Officially, Frankie Candles live stream now powered by KuCoin. So right back to the charts here, guys. This is kind of one of the scenarios I can see playing out, right? And I want you guys to take a look at if we take a look at the BLX, if you guys don't know what the BLX is, it essentially looks at Bitcoins from inception to current time. And you can see those yellow X's have never happened, right? But one thing I want to show you guys here is if you look right here, you could see in 2014, 2015, we bottomed out in the bear market with these two green dots. And we've talked, Dill Cosby, we do have KuCoin tutorial videos. We have a futures trading tutorial. And to be honest, we've done a bunch of KuCoin videos. I'm not 100% sure. I'd have to look back at them to see exactly what they were. But yes, we have KuCoin tutorials. I think we have a general tutorial. Definitely go check it out. They have trading bots. And I want to talk about those today as well. For a very specific reason, and that reason is because right now is the time to DCA, at least for me, not financial advice, but KuCoin can really help you DCA into the market without having to really put much emotion or effort in. And we're going to take a look at that in a second. But if you guys look back here, we've looked at this before, and we've actually looked at this actual scenario I'm going to go over before. And I actually spoke about it with Jason Casper on his live stream, and he's seeing the same thing. He's kind of expecting a very similar thing to happen. But if you look back here in 2014, 2015, you could see that these two double green dots at the bottom of market cipher B marked the bottom of the bear market, right? You had the bull market, top of the bull market. We wrote it all the way down. And then you got a green dot right here, right? And then you got another green dot right here that marked the bottom. And then we came up into our new bull run. And then in 2017, it was a similar story, but a little bit different. We actually only got one weekly green dot as, we got a big blow off top. and then came down. A big 50% capitulation marked the bottom with this double green dot right here. Right now, in our current cycle here, you could see, amongst many other things, there are more similarities between this cycle we're in now and the 2013-2014 cycle than there is between the 2017 cycle and this cycle, right? So I feel like I just made that confusing. This cycle and this cycle are more similar than this cycle and this cycle. So with that being said, and the reason they're much similar is, if we come over to our cycle chart, which I show from time to time here on the channel. One little baby green dot. Shout out to Jimmy Void, Jimmy Two Shoes in the chat. Jimmy Two Shoes, how you feeling about the new set, my man? Shout out to you. Got the sugar-free Red Bull. I'm coming clean, guys. I'm drinking. I never drink energy drinks. You guys know this, but I had to. I was very tired. I had to do it. But with that being said, shout out to Thesis himself. Thank you for the super chat. Really appreciate you. Crypto crashed. It already burned. Yellow X's are fake. They'll never confirm. Hashtag so bullish. If you guys don't know, Thesis himself is out to get rid of all yellow X's on all charts. He's trying to sign a petition. So if you guys are interested in that, definitely hit him up and sign that petition to make the market bullish again. Shout out to Thesis. Thank you so much for that super chat, man. I appreciate you, man. You are a funny dude. But I want you guys to take a look here, and we're going to get into the levels, guys, and the shorter term price action. But I think this is really important because everybody's waiting for the lower lows, and I don't want the candle mafia getting too hung up on that because, yeah, it's going to be great if you catch the bottom, but you don't want to get wrecked, right? So I want to do my best to keep my community safe and investing in the right times. Although you should not be taking this as financial advice, I'm just telling you guys what I'm doing. You have to do your own research, but I don't want to be telling you guys, wait for the lower low, or buy now, I want you guys to be as prepared as possible. So you can see here, we've looked at this before, so I'm not going to spend too much time on it. Possible cycle bottom 763 days after the halving, right? So we come to the 2014-2015 or 2013-2014 cycle. You could see from the halving to the bottom, it took about 777 days. If you come here, if we're assuming that 17.6 was our actual bottom of this bear market, it was 763 days. Very similar amount of days, right? Then from your all-time high to the bottom, it took about 413 days in this cycle. And here we're at 427 days. Again, very, very similar. And you could see in 2017, these numbers are not too far off, but these numbers between this cycle and this cycle are much more similar than 2017 is to either of these. So why do I bring that up? The reason is because we had a blow off top in 2017, right? Which makes sense why we had that big dump down, got that double green dot, that single green dot marked the bottom. But here we had a double top, right? Kind of. People call that a double top. I don't know. It technically, yes. But I don't know. But anyway, you had the double top here, and then you get the two green dots, right? So maybe it could be potential, right? You could see our weekly momentum wave in 2018 came down, you got the green dot, and we came straight up, right? And then here you see we came down, got a green dot, came up, got another red dot, and came down again for that second green dot. This cycle is looking a lot more similar to that 2013-2014 cycle, right? Where you come in, you get the green dot, you come up halfway, you get the red dot, and now you're starting to come back down. So this is kind of what I could potentially see happening here for the bottom coming in if 17.6 was not the bottom. So if you pull a fib all the way from the March 2020 lows, the March 2020 lows all the way to the all-time high, you get this 786 Fibonacci level here. Actually, I believe, let's actually pull it from the bottom of this bear market right here, right? So from the bottom of the bear market in 2018 all the way to the all-time high, you get this 786 fib level coming in at about 17,251. Now, depending on which way you pull it, it will change just a little bit, but you can see here that we did come down here during this capitulation in June, right? So we came down, that's where we found support, and then we got a nice bounce up. Now, I could potentially see something like this playing out, right? We have the yellow X here play out just a little bit more, and we get these candles to come down and potentially come down to the 786, maybe break it a little bit, but it comes in and it makes a lower low, right? We got a low here at about 17.6, could come down here for a little bit of a lower low, right? That would give you lower low on your price. And if we can get that momentum wave to just squeak down a little bit more and cross that negative 60 line on Market Cipher B and get that rounded momentum wave as a higher low, right? You have a low here with your double green dot. This could come down, create another double green dot as soon as we could cross that negative 60 line and make a higher low, giving you not only a double green dot, which marked the bottom in this cycle right here, but also would create bullish divergence on the weekly time frame, which would be an extremely bullish scenario, guys, and that is how I could potentially see the bottom coming in if the bottom is not already in at 17.6. So let me go back to our regular chart here, guys, and again, right now we are at a decision point. You guys know that we're sitting at very, very important support. Let me go ahead and hide our spider lines just to clear things up just a little bit here. We are sitting... actually, let's pull up. Let's see. Actually, let's pull this one up. So we are sitting right now. Let's move down to the time frames a little bit. Go to the daily. Also, another very, very bearish sign, guys. Yellow X on the daily is confirmed, right? Like I said, these bearish signals are popping up everywhere, but for some reason, the Pluto Alliance in chat, guys, go ahead and say what's up to the Pluto Alliance. Guys, go follow NFT Alpha if you are not already subscribed to the YouTube channel. For all my NFT degens out there, go ahead and go follow NFT Alpha. I don't know if that's Taco or DZ or Justin, but I bet you it's Taco. Say what's up to the Pluto Alliance, guys, and go follow them. Go follow them if you have not already. Taylor says, I don't understand why people ask when to buy. Just buy, especially at these prices, guys. We're going to talk about DCAing in just a second here and why I am DCAing right now. Let's see. Okay. So, daily yellow X confirmed, more of a bearish sign here, guys, but we are also forming bullish divergence at this key level of support, which again is the value area low at 18,825. Every bearish signal we get, we can't get pushed past this level, guys. This yellow X on the daily tries to push you through, snaps right back up. We had all these yellow X's, guys, not only on the weekly, but we also have them on the 6-day confirmed. The 5-day confirmed, the 4-day confirmed, right? And that one was a little while ago, but we have these bearish signals popping up with the money flow on the weekly coming out with the confirmed yellow X, and now the confirmed yellow X on the daily, right? But we are also, this is why I'm saying be very careful with the mixed signals, because these bearish signals are very, very strong. However, having a bullish divergence on the daily is also a very rare bullish sign, right? So really the takeaway here is we are sitting at very, very strong support. This is key support. So if we break this, whether we break or we get this daily bullish divergence to play out, I think the move is going to be big. I think it's going to be explosive. And whether it's a big capitulation down or a strong bounce, creeping up towards these higher prices, we'll have to wait and see. And I'm going to give you guys, I am leaning in a certain direction, and I'll let you guys know. We're going to look at the levels as well. But I just, please take this. If you're going to take anything away from the stream, be careful. You don't want to be too certain in one direction or the other. So I'm going to show you guys how we could be prepared for either situation so you could profit in either direction. So again, another bearish sign, daily confirmed yellow X. 16-hour, you have confirmed your green dot as we have gotten a little bit of a green candle here. VWAP on the way up. Your 12-hour printing a green dot as well. Still not confirmed just yet. Money flow starting to come up on that 12-hour as well. Your 8-hour money flow curving up with your confirmed green dot. That's looking like it'll probably round off pretty soon. Nothing really to take from this. Your 5 hours starting to roll over and your 4 hours starting to roll over. Look how round that VWAP is. Starting to roll over on the 4 hour as well. And I want to come down to these lower time frames. Now this is going to be more the shorter term, guys. This is we were just talking more macro stuff. Let's talk a little bit more shorter term, lower time frames. Money flow coming up on the 10-minute with a green dot about to print here. Really looking mostly at the money flow here. Your money flow on your 12-minute is coming back up with for a crossover to the green, along with your VWAP printing that green dot with that crossover. Let's see. Oh, hey, it's Taco, guys. It's Taco. Taco from the Pluto Alliance is a TA guy, too. Maybe we can have Taco on one time and see what he's thinking about the charts. Taco, let me know if you'd be down for that. Shout out to Taco. He says, I love my boy. It's Taco. Let's go. Shout out to you, man. Thank you for being here. But here you go. Green dot printing here on the 12-minute with your money flow coming back up at the same time. 15-minute. A little indecisive here, about to print a green dot. You could see that green wave come up a little bit. But in the shorter term, guys, if you're scalping, I would just keep an eye on this 4-hour time frame as it is starting to roll over with the VWAP. Could potentially see a little bit of a move to the downside. But essentially what we're dealing with here, guys, is just massive consolidation, right? You could call this some sort of a bear. This looks somewhat like a bear pennant, right? You could adjust these lines, to make it, if you come to these, we technically still in that wedge, but, somewhat of a bearish pennant here, or at least that's what it looks like to me, guys. Let me get rid of that volume profile, and let me get rid of some of these lines too, because this is a little bit confusing. There we go. Get rid of some of this stuff. So yeah, somewhat of a bear pennant here, guys. You come down, you start consolidating sideways. We have been inside of this pennant for quite some time, right? So this thing is going to resolve sometime soon. If you guys don't know, the closer you get to the tip of a pattern, typically the more likely it is to break, the closer you get to the tip of it, the more likely it is to break out. So this, I can tell you one thing, guys, most likely this thing is going to break up or break out an up or down hard, right? We're either going to see this thing launch out, or we're going to see this thing absolutely break down and start to come down to potentially that 786 level coming in at 17,600. So this is a bearish pattern, right? These break down more than they break up. So you could put that on the bearish list, right? So we're kind of in a bearish consolidation pattern. We have the yellow X on the daily. We have all the yellow X's printing all over the higher time frames, which makes me lean a little bit bearish. The one bull case here, guys, the one bullish case is that daily bullish divergence at key support right here, right on the daily time frame. So that is your bull case. And we've seen this. I'm curious to see if there's a possible inverse head and shoulders forming on the S&P. Looks like we double bottom. Taylor, we could take a look at that for sure. That's the bull case right here, guys. The bullish divergence on the daily is definitely your bull case, but these bearish signals are everywhere, right? And again, that weekly money flow looks pretty dang ugly in my opinion. This is not me saying that we are 100% dumping down to Goblin Town. If I've ever given you guys a neutral bias, it's today. I think we're on the brink of a big move, but you want to be careful. And another thing that makes me lean a little bit bearish, guys, is the state of the world. You have to understand we have worldly problems going on right now that we can't control it, right? We have things going on with, I don't want to say any countries. I don't want to get flagged here on YouTube, but we have a lot of stuff going on. So, anything crazy happens with this stuff, you could see a black swan, something like a black swan happens. We could see that absolutely tank the markets out of nowhere. So just remember that. But that daily bull div has, it's, again, very, very hard to call right now because that daily bull div would typically have me feeling very bullish. But again, I tell everybody to be really careful when you're with, any bull signals when you have those yellow X's, because a lot of times they can overpower. So I know this is probably not everybody's favorite type of sentiment to get out of one of these live streams. It's kind of really indecisive at this moment. But, money flow coming out on the daily, that's more of a bearish sign. Typically, if you're going to get a big move out of a bull div, you would at least see this money flow start to curve up somewhat. And we are about to print a new candle in about 1 hour and 38 minutes. So maybe we'll get some clarity once we get that candle to print. But now I want to take a look at some other stuff that we could kind of check out that could kind of give us a little bit more insight into the market. And let's go ahead and take a look at the SPY. As we have come down here, guys, we have come down to this support level coming in at the top of this purple box at about 362. You guys will know this is the next level we were watching after this level right here at about 370. Is that level at about 362 to 358 was that next level, and we've come down and almost touched that level perfectly with your money flow continuing to come out on the daily. So this looks bearish in my opinion. Let's look at the weekly. Weekly is money flow crossover into the red on the weekly as well. So that is definitely more bearish. 2 6-day money flow coming out. Your 5-day money flow crossover into the red on your 5-day. Your 4-day money flow in the red. So this is definitely looking a little bit more bearish in my opinion as well. Let's take a look at that 4-hour. 4-hour looking to print that green dot. We'll have to see what happens. And then your money flow is also coming up on these lower time frames. Your 10-minute, your 12-minute, and your 15-minute is generally coming up. And you are, you're putting, you could call, it's barely a bull div there, but, come look at the 12-minute, look for some bullish divergences at support here. So we'll have to see what happens. But, generally that daily money flow on the SPY has got me feeling a little bearish, as well as your weekly money flow crossover into the red. Also a very, very bearish sign. You guys know that next level that we are going to be watching is going to be about 358. Right now we're coming in at about 364. So I'll have to see what happens tomorrow. But I want to also check in on the DXY, guys. This thing went nuts. Now, just to add a little bit more smoke, to kind of confuse everybody, we had the DXY rip back up to the top of this ascending channel. If you guys watch, the channel, two bings don't make a bong. Dump it. Let's go, Anonymous. Shout out to you, brother. Frankie, can we look at total market cap on a chart? Yes. Lucky's thoughts. Shout out to you for the super chat. Yes, we can look at the total market cap. Thank you for the super chat, man. I appreciate you. Lucky's thoughts. Shout out. As you guys know, we have been looking at this channel for quite some time on the channel. We saw this little bull div. I know a lot of people say you can't have divergences on an index here, but you could see boom, boom. You get the lower lows. You got the higher lows here. Boom, on the 2-hour, you get that big bullish divergence. Right when this happened, guys, I started to feel pretty bearish because we got that big rip up. We hopped right up here, held this as support perfectly, and we were looking for this potential move right back up to the top of this ascending channel. As you guys can see from this line, I don't know when that was drawn, but we've been talking about this for quite some time. But that would be extremely bearish for Bitcoin, guys, right? But Bitcoin holding strong. So it's almost like we are purposely getting confused, right? It's like the whales are trying to confuse us purposely. I'm not saying they are, but that's definitely what it seems like. So we got the DXY ripping. We got Bitcoin holding strong, but it has tons of bear signals. So it's a little weird out there right now, but this is generally bearish, guys. That 2-hour money flow deep in the green. Your daily, yeah, this thing is going nuts. Money flow kind of coming back up there on your daily, but your daily is getting pretty overheated there. So, we are also coming up to resistance as we've, I still have to I keep saying I'm going to redraw this channel, but we are getting up to some resistance here, guys. So you want to realize that as well. So, this could potentially, if this starts to cool off and we do start to get a big pull down here, maybe we see that bullish divergence on the daily pop off on Bitcoin, right? So Carlo De Leon, welcome to the stream, man. He says it's pumping. 19151. Whales can try all they want. I got that DCA every payday. Gary Burke, shout out to you, man. Good strategy. Can't hate on DCAing. But just remember, guys, if we come up to that resistance, and we are at resistance right now, if we see that pullback, maybe this is something you could keep an eye on, because if you start to see the DXY start to dump, it could start to indicate that maybe that bullish divergence on the daily will play out. But nonetheless, guys, this thing is on fire. Did not think we would get up here. We were expecting DXY to get up here, but we did not expect it to get there that fast. Coming back onto the weekly chart, let's go ahead and pull a fib. Let's pull it from this high all the way to the low. That doesn't really give us anything. Let's pull another one. Let's go to the monthly chart and see if we could find any golden pockets or any kind of resistance, coming up for this thing. Let's see. That's not going to give it to you. That's not going to give it to you. But yeah, I mean, 130, guys. Can the DXY make it up to 128? That would be absolutely insane. But we do have another, let's go ahead and let me pull it from this top here at about 120. This is from 01. Let's go ahead and see where that fib brings us. Pull it all the way to the bottom. I'm going to go ahead and double click this and turn it to a classic fib with every single level on it. So yeah, we do have resistance at that 120 level. And at this point, guys, it doesn't look impossible for us to make it up there. That would be very, very bearish in my opinion. Potentially could come up and get some resistance there. But again, guys, looking at that channel here, we could find some short-term resistance, see this thing come down, and maybe see Bitcoin bounce a little bit. Yeah, Bud Lightyear DXY going absolutely nutty. But yeah, so FCU right here. Let's go. Guys, I can't talk today. Shout out. I didn't mean hashtag Crypto Billy. I mean hashtag Crypto Billy too. But guys, smash that like button. We got 714 people in here right now. Go ahead and smash that like button if you guys want to spin that wheel of pain and pleasure and get some free giveaways, guys. So smash up that like button. Shout out to Crypto Billy. Fedcoin says, I ain't selling no XR Pizzle. Let's go. Speaking of XRP, guys, we will take a look at XRP here pretty soon. I do just want to touch on Ethereum real quick. And then we'll give you some levels on Bitcoin, and then I'll give you some levels on Ethereum. I'll give you some levels on Ethereum. We'll go back, give you levels on Bitcoin, and then we can start taking a look at some of the alts and just kick it and talk to chat and see what you guys are thinking about these markets, because they're absolutely insane. Pluto Alliance said, smash the likes, guys. If you like NFTs, smash that like button. We talk about candles, but we like NFTs too. We give them away enough. Shout out to Sean, says, yo, Frankie Candles, just wanted to say thank you for all the grinding you've been doing for the Candle Mafia. Sean, shout out to you, bro. I got to figure out how to be able to pull these comments on screen, because I got to show you guys some love here on the stream, because you guys are awesome. We got the best community on YouTube, guys. Dedication is everything. Eric Smith, absolutely. I heard somebody say this on a video the other day, so I did not make this up, but I'm totally going to steal it. If you guys want to shop without looking at the price tag, you got to be able to work without looking at the clock. I love that. I heard somebody say that. I think it was on TikTok or something. I absolutely love that, because a lot of people want to, make a lot of money and, get rich trading and all this stuff, and nobody wants to put in the work. So just always remember that. If you want to shop without looking at the price tag, got to be able to work without looking at the clock. So with that being said, guys, taking a look at Ethereum, we are coming up to some resistance here. We have this purple box coming in. You guys will know this was a big target we were looking for on our way down, in which case, obviously, we have broken through it and are now testing it as resistance, starting to get a little rejection there. Looking at this purple box coming in between 1328 and about 1354, right? So let's actually go all the way to the weekly, see if we have any of those bearish signals popping up like we did on Bitcoin. Your money flow is starting to come back out, as you can see here. That is definitely more of a bearish look, in my opinion. And again, looking for that bull div to potentially form here on Ethereum. We would need this weekly candle or the next few weekly candles to come down a little bit lower to give us that lower low. But money flow coming out on the weekly with the red dot, feeling a little bit more bearish. 6-day, nothing really there. Confirmed blood diamond on the 5-day, more bearish. Same thing on the 4-day with the confirmed blood diamond. Your 2-day also confirmed blood diamond, but these have been playing out for a little bit, so I don't know how much juice these blood diamonds will have in them. But yeah, money flow starting to get a little rejected there on the 2-day as well. So not, still looking somewhat similar to Bitcoin, not feeling the best. Looking at that daily, no bullish divergence divergence on the daily for Ethereum. Also, on Bitcoin, your money flow is in the red on the daily, and on Ethereum, we are just looking to cross over here sometime soon. So money flow definitely looking bearish on the daily for Ethereum. Your 16-hour green dot printing, obviously, going back down to the 4-hour, starting to roll over, very similar to Bitcoin. I would, keep an eye on this. Probably likely as we approach resistance here, it's probably going to be likely that 4-hour starts to roll over and we cool off just a little bit. Now, coming down to those lower time frames, your 12-minute is coming into the red here. You see your money flow crossing back over into the green, but that could easily roll back over into the red. Looking at your 15-minute, starting to round off with your money flow. So again, just generally coming up to resistance here, guys. So definitely would expect some sort of a pullback here, especially with your 2-hour about to print that red dot, your 3-hour about to print that red dot, and your 4-hour starting to cool off. But generally, your 4-hour money flow doesn't look too bad. So short term, I do think we could pull. Short term, I do think we could pull back just a little bit, and then generally, I would, Ethereum does look a little better than Bitcoin in certain aspects, but things are kind of all over the place right now, guys. I will tell you this, I would be looking for the bullish divergence on the weekly, but we still have to come down quite a bit to give you guys some local levels to watch. I honestly hate coming on these live streams and not giving you guys a certain bearish or bullish answer. Do I think it's going up? Do I think it's going down? But I am not going to come on here and tell you that I think it's going up when I truly don't believe that, right? I'm not going to, just because I'm not going to come on here, guys, it's going up, when I really think it's kind of half and half. So, it's all honesty on this channel, guys. Let's see. DXY was going down after a bit rise from, bummer years. Let's see. Oh, face cam blackout. Face cam blackout. Let's see if we can get that thing back on. Yeah, gonna have to work on. I'm gonna have to figure that out because I think this. I gotta turn off the self. Gonna have to turn off the self. The what is it called? The power saver mode. Frankie Blackface. All right, give me 1 sec, guys. The good thing about this, though, we're going to figure out these technical difficulties, and then no one's going to touch any of this. So this will be the one time we have to deal with this. Give me 1 second. Okay. All right. So the camera's actually on. I don't know why we lost. Why did we lose this? Let's see. Let's go ahead and let's re-add it, guys. Let me see if I can fix this. There you go. Video capture. Pull up one of these. Bada boom. Bada bing. Interesting. Is my full face still there? No. Oh my God, guys. My full face is gone too. Are we gonna have to do the rest of this stream with no face? Frankie, no face. Oh God. Let's see. I'm sure I could fix it. Let's see. We'll go bada boom. Go to bing. Bada bing. Bada boom. Interesting. Okay. Well. Yo, Corn might pump hard live stream. Corn? Are you talking about Cone? Show Frankie. You guys are funny. Frankie got canceled. Yeah, guys, what is going on here? I just got a black screen here. That's not good. Let's see. I would like to fix this, guys. We got the new studio. We got the nice setup here. This is a big bummer. Let's see. Let's bring it in new. We'll go add new source. Bada boom. Go to create new. Bada bing. Let's see. Cam link. Oh, there he is. Look at that. Let's get it, baby. Let's get it. Bada boom. Let me just resize here a little bit. Look at this. Oh, God. 4K. You guys can see every imperfection in my face. There we go. Look at that, guys. We fixed it. Look at that. They call me Frankie the IT guy. Let's go. Hashtag Frankie IT. We'll do some chart TA, and then we'll fix your computer. Let's go. But we're back, guys. So here on Ethereum, next levels I would be watching. Let's go ahead and turn on that VPVR. And note to self for the new studio, guys. We're going to have to turn that AC on before we start the stream here because I'm burning up. All right, let's see. VPVR, pull that thing up and see if we can find some of these levels here. Now, we are coming up to a point of control here. Oh, popping through it live, guys, live popping through it. But this POC is coming in at about 1328. I mean, this is basically the level we've been watching. Frankie got face. Frankie made for radio. Hey, welcome back to the Frankie Candles. Welcome back to Whew. Guys, the IT people are after us. Shout out to Uncle Steve. Thank you for being here. He said he tripped on a cable during our studio tour, and he told me just to plug it back in. Shout out to Uncle Steve. I don't know why I got muted, guys. We're under attack right now. But back to the charts here, guys, real quick. Looking at our next levels of resistance, we do have that point of control coming in right there at about right here at our purple box, coming in at about 1329. See if we can get rejected from this level right above. We do have that value area high coming in at about 1340. And again, right above that 1354 level would be another major level I'd watch for a pullback. Frankie cancels. Frankie no face, now Frankie no voice. Yeah, guys, they're trying to shut us down today. Show sound, you guys are too much. But yeah, moving on here, guys. There's some levels you can watch on Ethereum. Again, not looking the best, especially with coming over to the daily. That daily money flow does not look too good to me. Doesn't mean it can't turn around. Yeah, I'm gonna have to tape over. There's a touch sensitive button on this microphone that every time I grab that microphone, sometimes I hit that mute button. Yeah, that's what we're looking at on ETH, guys. Definitely doesn't look the best. That money flow on the daily is looking pretty bad in my opinion. But there's some levels you can watch. Also, guys, keep an eye on the DXY. Keep an eye on that DXY, because if we get a rejection from the top of that ascending channel, that's kind of where we could get a little bounce for Bitcoin. But now you got the levels on ETH. Let me give you the levels on Bitcoin before we move on to the altcoins. 640 people still in here, guys. Smash up that like button. Going for 600 likes on tonight's stream. I think we can get there. CandleMafia could do it. We've done harder. But moving on here, looking at Bitcoin on the 15-minute, guys, let's go ahead and find you some levels. Come over to our other chart here. There's an old trade there. Hit take profit, bada boom. But let's go ahead and pull up those spider lines. Let's see, bada boom. Okay, so some levels I would be watching for Bitcoin is going to be right now. We are currently flipping this point of control coming in at about, let's call it 19,000, about 19.1. Flipping it into support as we speak, as we continue a little bit higher here. Let me turn off this VPVR real quick just to clean things up. And I do want to get rid of this level as well. If we do continue up, guys, we do have this spider line coming in at 19,478 or 19,500. This might be a good place to start looking for some scalp shorts if we can get our way up here. Could look for some nice scalp shorts off of this level at about 1950. 19.5. Some strong resistance there with that spider line. Trying to find some confluence here. Let's see if we can get any confluence here. Let's pull a local fib from the high to the low, and you do have a local golden pocket coming in at that level as well. So this would be a level that I would be looking at for a potential reversal and potential scalp short. Crypto Billy says Lane has a question. Frankie, repost Lane. Let's see. Yo, Frankie Candles. Oh my God, Lane Hughes in chat. Dude, how did I miss your chat? Shout out to Lane Hughes. Am I invisible tonight? I said I read that haha as an actual laugh. Let's see. Posted something saucy in the BTC Discord, if you can take a look at it. Very interesting. Think it's why the key level is holding so well. Yeah, Lane, we will. Let's take a look at that. I'll look at it in a second once we start asking about the altcoins. Before we jump into the alts, we will check that out. Let's see. Okay. Let's see. Thanks, man. I've been spamming. Wow, what the heck is going on? How did I miss those? I got the big screen here. I got a whole monitor dedicated to chat now, too, so I don't know how the heck I missed that. Love the ambition. Let's go, Eric Ward. Shout out to you, man. I appreciate you. Fire the text. Jordan says fire the text. Get him out of here. Where's BJ? We're going to have to fly BJ into the Frankie Candles layer to have him fix our technical stuff. But, guys, yeah, again, this is where I would be looking for potential swing short, or I'm sorry, potential scalp shorts at that local golden pocket with the confluence of the spider line coming in at about 19.5. Gonna be a strong level. Zooming out just a little bit. If that daily bull div somehow does wind up playing out, you want to remember, where did our value area low go? What happened there? All right, we lost the level, guys. We lost the level. Where is it? Well, we know where it is. It's at 18,825. So, whoops. Okay, everybody calm down. It's okay, guys. It's all right. We'll get it. 18,825. Boom. So that's your value area low. Because we are above that value area low, guys, I would expect if that daily bull div does play out in a big way, I'd watch out for that point of control coming in at 19,771, between 19,771 and 19,886 for another level of serious resistance. But again, that local golden pocket is going to be the next level I'm watching, and I'm just going to go ahead and delete this to clean things up. But below us, if you take a look down below, I would just say that that value area low at 18,825 is going to be your major level of resistance, which obviously has not changed at all. That is your key level. So again, something else to realize here is we are kind of at the top of this little bearish pennant, right? So if we get rejected here, could work our way down to the bottom of that. It does line up with the value area low. So support down below that value area low or the bottom of this bearish pennant. And above, you do have that spider line and a local golden pocket coming in at 19.5. Crypto Pollo says, if BJ can't do it, I'm an AV god. I got you, Frankie. Shout out to Crypto Pollo. Might have to fly in Crypto Pollo in here to get some stuff done. Shout out to Crypto Pollo. I appreciate you, brother. But let's go ahead, guys. And how long have we been going for here? Let's see. About an hour. Almost perfectly on time here. But yeah, if you guys want to see me do some analysis on your altcoins, go ahead and throw them in chat right now. 4 hour blood diamond. What? Let's see. I do not see a 4 hour blood diamond. Talk about Bitcoin. Who said it? Shout out to Chris Tat, says 4 hour blood diamond. Oof. We do have double blood diamonds here, but they were unable to break us through like a lot of these other ones. Dang, we going to plunge right through that. Chris Tat, I hope so, man. I hope so. I would love for lower prices, but nothing's guaranteed. But guys, put your altcoins in chat if you want to see me take a look at your altcoins. But with that being said, let me see if I can pull up the Discord. I've been having trouble opening Discord lately, which is very interesting. Okay, didn't have a problem that time. All right, let's see. BTCTA. Let's see. Looking for Lane Hughes. Let's see. If you guys, I might as well pull this up, right? Might as well pull it up here. If you guys are not in our Discord, get in here, guys. Super interesting and valuable Discord. One of the most valuable Discords, definitely the cheapest Discord you could be in. But I actually can't really get that close to the screen, so I'm actually going to pull this back over here to read the technical analysis on... Oh, no, that's okay. Never mind. Okay, interesting. So trying to see what Lane is talking about here. So he has a fork coming. Oh, it's the bottom. I see. Interesting. Yeah, so let me pull that up for you guys. So Lane actually has, bada boom. Yeah. So Lane actually has this. So he has us at key support here as well. Could be another reason why it is holding so well. Could be Lane. Thank you for sending this. Was he just posted them cleaner? Let's see. Compound. It's just all altcoins. Can we take a look at gold? I've been a little short since 1820, targeting 1490, then 1350, around the 200 moving average. Thoughts, Ryan Mack? We could definitely take a look at gold. We don't typically look at gold, but I got to look at it for you, Ryan. Let's see. How do you get the value area low? Is it just finding a very strong support? Cam, shout out to Cam. I will show you exactly how to do this right now, real quick. We actually do have some videos on the VPVR. Lane, thank you for sending that. Thank you for sending that over in the Discord. I love looking at your stuff. RSI weekly bottoms. We cannot close below it on the weekly. Yes, absolutely. You guys saw that on the chart as well. Those weekly RSIs are pretty bottomed out. No longer in that oversold territory, but just above that oversold line. Very, very interesting. But Diamond, not nice. He has, oh God. Diamond says, Frankie, you owe the girl at the massage parlor money for, I see you, Diamond. I see you. And Bobby says, Crypto Granny says, Diamond, not nice. He has Mrs. Candles. Don't need no one else. Shout out to Bobby Crypto Granny. We love you over here. The value area low comes from something called a volume profile, right? And what a volume profile is, I'll turn it on right here. There's different volume profile tools that you can use. But let me just pull up a coin that let me get rid of this, right? So, with the volume profile tools, you could see while using that visible range volume profile, if you zoom in, you give it a minute, it analyzes the volume of the visible range of candles that is on your screen, and it analyzes the volume, right? And it lets you know where the most volume was traded, which would be the point of control, and it automatically sets these three levels: a value area high, a point of control, and a value area low. And these are very, very, very strong levels, and not only are these strong levels, but you can expect price to do certain things when you break certain levels. I'm not going to go super deep into it. If Rob or Tony or Tyler or any of the mods can put the volume profile video that we uploaded or any of that playlist or anything in here. There you go. Shout out to Rob the Crypto Snob. Watch Frankie's tutorial. There we go. I show you how to do all of this. I forgot who asked the question, but check that video out. I show you how to set all this up, how to get the value area high, how to get the value area low, how to get the POC, and how to use these volume profiles to predict and get X-ray vision into the market and help you figure out how to predict these movements before they happen. Let's see. Okay, so let's go ahead and take a look at some of these altcoins. Let's look at the total market cap, crypto total market cap. We'll look at this one. Okay, so coming in right now at about about $899 billion. Let's go ahead and zoom out. Let's look at the daily and see if there's anything super alarming. Looking at the weekly, no yellow X's on the total market cap, so that is definitely a good sign. But yeah, guys, we got a point of control at 249 billion. We're 100% going there. I'm just kidding. I shouldn't even joke like that because someone will say that I said that we were going to 249 billion. But I was just joking. Shout out to Jonathan Anderson. Thank you for being here, man. I appreciate you. Yes. Shout out to Chemistry Bro. He wants to see the MVRVZ score, and we could definitely take a look at that, my man. I will definitely, we could definitely take a look at that. Let's see. Okay, so looking at the total market cap here, there we go. So taking a look at the total market cap here, on the weekly, money flow coming back out on the weekly as well. This is looking a little bit more bearish. That is perfect. Thank you, man. After this live session, I'll watch the videos anytime. It was Cam. That's who asked the question. Shout out to you, man. My face got canceled again? They out here trying to cancel me? Bro, what is going on? What is going on? They just keep canceling me. I'm going to get through this before I go ahead and fix it again. I don't know why this keeps happening. But let me just go over this so we can still see the charts. That's the important thing. And then I'll figure out the stupid camera thing in a minute. But total market cap, money flow coming back out on the weekly. That is definitely more bearish in my opinion. Your 5-day money flow coming out, definitely more. Shout out to Michael Edge. I appreciate the super chat, man. Didn't even write anything. Shout out to you, man. Just showing support. I appreciate that. Moving on here, your 3-day money flow coming out. I would say this is generally more bearish. That 2-day money flow doesn't look horrible, but generally bearish. That 12-hour green dots on your 12-hour, your 4-hour. Money flow in your 4-hour doesn't look horrible either. Nothing really screaming out to me on the total market cap, if we're being honest. Looking at the daily, you do. Yeah, I mean, is there a bull div? Yeah, you do have a bull div here on your. Oh no, you don't. You don't. Oh, yeah, you do. So you have a bull div here on your daily for the total market cap as well. But other than that, nothing really screaming at me on the total market cap. Dave Digital said, did y'all hear that? Frankie said we're going to 250 trillion. Let's go. Shout out to you, man. Okay. Show Frankie. Let's go, blackface. Literally by the looks of it. Yeah. I'm going to try to fix that. I don't know why this thing died again, guys. I apologize. But let's go ahead and take a look at VeChain. Let's go ahead and take a look at it. Mr. VeChain on the Bitfinex chart. Yellow X on the daily, printing as we speak, guys. Now, I will say this. This is generally... Who blew out the candle? NBF forum. Shout out to you. Thank you for being here. Says, who blew out the candle? But yeah, guys... this is generally a really, really bearish sign, but they have not been playing out. Yeah, Pluto Alliance is pranking you, Frankie. That's why you're having problems. The dad, yeah, potentially, they're pranking me. Probably making, yeah, we'll have to get them back. But yeah, daily yellow X printing, that is generally more bearish. No yellow X on your weekly, your 6-day. Looking for those. Shout out to, Amr Afzal, I'm sorry if I butchered your name. Thank you for the super chat. Says, please check KNC. Also shared on Discord, Allcoin TA. Okay, awesome. We'll take a look at that for sure. But, oh my God, this is an old chart. I can't tell you guys the last time I used a green trend line. This is old. This is like nostalgic. Guys, wow. This is old. Well, anyway, yeah, interesting. But is this the same one? Oh no, there. Yeah, here's our current one. But yeah, no super bearish no super bearish signals on the higher time frames. Money flow coming back out on your 3-day, looking a little bit more bearish. 2-day red dot, 2-day yellow X as well. Definitely leaning bearish on VeChain. Crash says, Frankie, what's your view on BTC/ETH all-time high 10 years from now? The moon. I will say that. Kind of hard to say. Yeah, I sent the Earth aliens to mess up his wires. Taco. That's it. Taco. Unbelievable, guys. Taco out here working with the Galactic Federation to crash the Frankie Candles live stream. Unbelievable. But yeah, daily yellow X with the 2-day yellow X definitely leaning more bearish. And I will go ahead and keep the levels that are on here right now. Strong value area low coming in at 2 cents. And you can see we are bearishly retesting this level right here, coming in at about 0.023 cents. But this yellow X could potentially bring us lower to revisit that 0.020 cent level. Kind of hard to talk about these tiny little levels here, but could potentially bring us down to that value area low, back down here. Definitely leaning bearish. And then above you see the levels above you, but with the daily yellow X and the 2-day yellow X, that has definitely got me leaning bearish. Let's see. Better wear those aluminum hats. Let's go. Shout out to Gary Burke. You guys are funny. It's so much easier on the guys. Okay, so there's VeChain, guys. Definitely leaning bearish on VeChain, 100%. Let's see. KNC. There we go for Mr. Amr. Hopefully I said your name right. I'm sure I didn't, but let's go ahead and check KNC. Oh boy, not looking too good here. Daily today, money flow coming out on your daily leans bearish. Money, yeah. Let me get through this a little bit. Yellow X confirmed on your 8-hour. VWAP above your 0 line on the 12-hour. Probably looking to cross over somewhat soon here. Green dot on the 6-hour with a nice bullish divergence here. I think the Mars aliens watch Frankie Candles, so they're coming for that. They're coming for the rescue. Let's go. Shout out to the Mars aliens. Yeah, guys, we are part of the Galactic Federation over here at the BitBoy Crypto team. But let's go ahead and continue here. We do have that bullish divergence forming here. You can see that right here. Bada boom right here. Bing, bong. And then you got a nice little bing, bong with your lower lows on price, right? You see that right here. Lower lows on your price, higher lows on your momentum waves. There's your bullish divergence. On the 6-hour, pretty strong time frame for a bullish divergence. However, yellow X on that 6-hour could potentially keep you lower, but, maybe get a potential bounce here. But I'll be honest, could potentially, actually, let me zoom out a little bit more, potentially get a push back up into this value area low at about $1.30 before rolling back over. Let's take a look at the 5-hour, same thing. 4-hour bullish divergence as well. But all of these bullish divergences, you could see all these bullish divergences that have been happening. None of them gave you really any juice to the upside. So definitely, have another level right here. I'm going to go ahead and mark that out. Generally bearish. I would lean generally bearish on this. Again, you do have that bullish divergence, but it might just push you back into resistance before rolling over. Looking at the 24-minute money flow coming up on the lower time frames. Let's see your 12-minute money flow in the green, 15-minute money flow crossover into the green. Your 24-minute and your 30-minute are looking for crossovers. Looking at your higher time frames, you do have the green dot on your 8-hour and 6-hour, so potentially could get a move up in the short term. However, daily money flow coming out doesn't look too good. Your VWAP is coming up. I would lean a little bit more bearish on KNC. And now you have some levels. I do think you could potentially push up in the short term into resistance and then roll back over. Let's go ahead and see. Shout out to Steve Gubelman saying shout out to the Frankster. Steve Gubelman is an actual Uncle Candles, guys. Actual Uncle Candles. Show him some love in chat. And actually, Uncle Candles did provide us with a brand new, actual, real-life, tangible wheel. But guys, I got it from his house. We brought it to the studio. The studio leaked. And then it soaked into the cardboard box and got the wheel wet, and the wheel completely warped. So we actually had a brand new wheel, but we just couldn't use it because it warped and it wouldn't spin. Very, very upsetting. But Lane says the CBBI is at a 4. Let's go ahead and check the CBBI. There it is. It is at a 4. Correct. Shout out to Lane Hughes. Appreciate that for bringing that up, man. Still at a 4 here on the CBBI, guys, which would indicate a decent time to start DCAing in. And we're going to talk about that in just a second. But shout out to Chemistry, bro. We're going to check out the MVRVZ score. And we're going to look at it through the CBBI. So as you guys can just get an idea here, what you're looking at here, when the MVRVZ score comes into this green level, and if you come down here, it will actually explain to you, it gives you a little overview. MVRVZ score is a Bitcoin chart that uses blockchain analysis to identify periods where Bitcoin is extremely over or undervalued relative to its fair value. It uses 3 metrics. It explains all the metrics. You could go ahead and read this in your free time. I'm not going to waste too much time on it, but how it can be used, you could see the MVRVZ score has historically been very effective in identifying periods where the market is moving an unusually high above realized value. These periods are highlighted by the Z score, the red line entering the pink box, and indicates the top of the market. And you guys could read this. I'm going to explain it to you. It'd be much easier for me just to show you. When you enter this pink box, it is indicating that you are near the top or at the top. And you could see that top of 2017 got up there perfectly. And then, on both of these, On both tops in 2013, 2014, you came up into this pink box before coming all the way back down into a bear market eventually. What just happened here? Okay, that's not what I wanted to do. Let's go ahead and refresh that and get it. Nothing will hold a candle to my super terrific, awesome wheel coming soon by the end of the year. Shout out to Tony D working on that custom wheel. Shout out to you, brother. We appreciate you. TJ says crypto is dead. DED. Love the Candle Mafia. Steve Goobleman, shout out, showing love. But you can see here, guys, as you come up into the pink box, it does mark tops. You can see here 2017 marked the top. Just peaked in here at the top. And again, this is just another metric indicating that we topped out in that first run that we had in 2021 before coming down into the bear market. Look, our actual all-time high at 69K, guys, look how low this came, indicating this was 100% the top of the market, not over here, which could indicate that we are much closer to the bottom than a lot of people realize. But another, I'm going to have to refresh this again, but another thing that I think, the thing I really want to show you is that when you are in the green box, right? The top indicates the top, the pink indicates the top, and then when you're in the green, it indicates the best time to buy Bitcoin. You can see you were in the green in this bear market. You would have been buying the bottom. If you were buying down here when the Z-score line was in the green, you would have been buying the bottom of the bear market. If you bought down when we were in the Z-score line was in the green down here, you would have been buying the bottom of the bear market. And where are we right now, guys? We're right here in the green on the MVRV Z-score in the green. Historically, the best time to buy Bitcoin. It has happened every single cycle. And this is one of the many reasons why I am, this is one of the many reasons why I have been DCAing in, because a lot of these macro indicators are, pointing to this is at least a good time to start DCAing into the market. So I just wanted to show that. Chemistry Bro brought this up a little while ago before I came on the stream. I did just want to kind of bring that up. Shout out to Jonathan Anderson. Thank you so much for that $20 super chat. Says, thank you for the sauce, my man. I would like the XRP sauce. Keep up the great work. Shout out to Jonathan Anderson. I appreciate you, bro. Thank you so much for that super chat. Let's go ahead and check XRP. I know XRP has been on the move lately, guys. And one thing I want to point out here, guys, is, we were seeing all this stuff happen as it was happening or before it was happening. You could see here we were looking at XRP, and more specifically, we were looking at the VPVR. And I'm not going to try to find the exact levels, but we knew, guys, once we broke this level at about 42 cents, 43 cents, we could get a quick shot up to about 50 cents, which is exactly what we got. And then as we were kind of hanging out there, we were saying, we got another big volume gap up to about 55 cents. And then we got a big shot up to that 55 cent level right here. We came up, kissed that resistance level, that bottom of that purple box right there, almost perfectly before coming back down and actually forming somewhat of a bull pennant, but unfortunately it has broken to the downside. So let's go ahead. You do have your 4-hour money flow coming out. VWAP coming back up. Let's see. The old false top theory looking true. Gary Burke, yes, absolutely looking like it could be coming true here for that false top theory. So definitely. There are just so many things pointing to that first top being the actual top. So definitely looking like that could be the case. Bull pennant right here did break to the downside. Just a perfect example, guys. I mean, this is a pretty textbook bull pennant. It's just, it just goes to show, right? Nothing is 100%. You could have, I would have been feeling pretty good about that breaking to the upside, but sometimes they just don't play out. So just remember that, especially if you're trading. Just remember that, guys. Nothing's 100%, right? So you could see something set up perfectly, and then it's just not going to happen, right? Shout out to Cryptid Bees. I'm so broke from DCAing in every week, lol, but I'm still counting cans for a nickel. Let's go. Shout out to Cryptid Bees or Blanchard's Bees. I think they might know each other. Crypto DJ says, how many cans for a nickel? 1 can for a nickel. But Oh, yeah. All right. Sorry, Mrs. Candles came in and was like, oh, my God, you have no camera. And I was like, oh, yeah, we know. It broke a while ago. Oh, actually, could you actually help me out real quick? Is that camera on? Can you just look and see if that screen is on? Could you turn the switch on and off maybe? Thanks, guys. Look at that. Mrs. Candles is the new IT, the new tech diagnoser. Thank you for that, Mrs. Candles. Shout out to Mrs. Candles. But guys, there you go. Bullpen, and I would have felt great about this breaking to the upside, and it just did not happen. But let's go ahead and see 4-hour money flow coming out with your VWAP coming back up. Let's look at the lower time frames. Money flow coming out on your 15-minute. Could potentially, actually, let's see, 10-minute. Money flow coming out your 10-minute, 12-minute, money flow coming out on the 12-minute, 15-minute coming out. Let's see. Yeah. So watch for that VWAP on the 4-hour, but generally money flow coming out on the 4-hour is got me feeling a little bit more bearish. Same thing, your money flow coming out on your 2-hour generally coming out there. So some levels I would watch here. Let's go ahead and take a look. Next levels I would watch. Let's go ahead and pull a local fib of this whole move here. Do we? Yeah, we do have some confluence. So I would watch. I would watch this level of about 42 cents. Also, guys, I do just want to point this out. We were looking for a pullback to 46 cents before getting a nice move up or another move up. We did get that. It wasn't sustained, but we did get that. That's why these local golden pockets and these local fib levels are very, very, very useful. Shout out to Matthew. We could definitely look at Solana, no problem. But some more levels I would watch here for XRP. Let's just look at this range right here. Bada boom, bada boom. Kind of coming down to a value area high here. Where's your POC at? I guess this is the POC. Right here, yeah. Okay, so some levels I would be watching here, guys. I'm going to go to the 4-hour. But, major levels, 42 cents will be a strong level to look at if we get a big dump down. I would also go ahead and watch this level here, coming in at about 43.5 cents. But if we lose this level, you want to remember, guys, watch for the volume gaps. If we lose this level of about 46 cents, almost 47 cents, if we break this level, I would say if we break 46 cents, remember, big volume gap, right? We got that quick move on the way up. You could get a quick move if we break that 46 cent level, could get a quick move down to about 43.5 or 42.5 cents, right? For 42.2 or 40.422 cents, right? So again, I'll mark out that volume gap for you with a purple box. I would say about 46 cents. That's your low volume gap. Could get a quick move through that purple box back down to these support levels. And if you get a bounce off of here and a move up, again, that 49.50 cent level is going to be some strong resistance. No sound? I think we got sound. Let's see Solana. Let's take a look at Solana. Hey, Joker O Crypto says, hey, Frankie and friends, what's going on? Joker O Crypto, shout out to you, brother. Taking a look at Solana. Still got 491 people in the chat, guys. Smash that like button. Going for 600 likes, guys. We'll spin the wheel 15 times. Let's go. 550, we'll spin it 7 times. Shout out to the CandleMafia. Okay, let's go ahead. Yeah, we'll take a look at ADA as well. Taking a look at Solana. Let's see. It's a brisk 99 degrees here in the studio, guys. Absolutely sweating my tail off right now. Shout out to BRMC, says thanks a mil. Great TA, great setup. Shout out to you, man. I appreciate you. The stream resolution is not as it used to be, as in not as it used to be today or not as it used to be ever. Let me know, because, guys, if there's any trouble with the stream, let me know so we can fix it ASAP, and then we won't have to deal with these technical problems again. I got to figure out this camera problem for sure. Soul, baby, let's go. All right, here we go, guys, on Solana. Just so you guys know, I might get a lot of hate for this. I am DCAing into Solana heavy. And the reason for that is because it has a lot of institutional interest, right? And I know a lot of people hate on Solana because of that, right? A lot of people think it's manipulated, all this stuff. But yeah, we'll take a look at Atmos, Adam as well. But you know, a lot of people get very. Hey, Mama Sauce in the chat, guys. Shout out to Mama Sauce. Say what's up to Mama Candles, guys. Actually, she is here visiting Atlanta, Georgia, right now. So we're getting some homemade sauce tonight. Let's see. Resolution's fine. Okay. So with Solana, guys, because it has so much I get why people don't like Solana. They don't like the centralized aspect of it. This is, this is crypto. But I like to remember, I am all here for the decentralization, but I am also here to make money. And if I think that Solana has institutional interest and institutions are going to be interested in buying it, that is not a train I want to miss. So I am DCAing in heavy, guys. Stay tuned for some really, really good videos coming up very soon, guys. Pre-recorded videos talking about more portfolio-focused stuff. What am I DCAing into? What are some good projects? We're going to break down maybe some top altcoins that I'm DCAing into, so you guys can get an insight into what I am doing with my money and what I'm investing in and kind of what my portfolio looks like, because I know a lot of you guys are probably interested in that. So taking a look here at Solana, guys, kind of just hanging out in this range. I will just automatically, let's go down to a lower time frame here. Let's go down to like the 1 hour, and I want to pull a local, let me go ahead and get rid of that VPVR, and I want to pull a fixed range volume profile right here. Let's do it from here to here, right? And find those key levels. But right now we are bouncing off that value area high. We are. I told you guys I won the lottery with Mrs. Candles. She must have heard me say that I was shill me altcoins. I told you guys I was hot, and Mrs. Candles must have been watching the stream, and she's just fanning the door, blowing the AC into my office, guys. Shout out to Mrs. Candles. Show some love in chat. But we are bouncing off of our value area high right here, and you do want to realize that we do have a POC coming in right here at about 32.17. So that is another key level. So your value area high coming in at about $34 even. Your POC is coming in at about $32 even, and your value area low is coming in at about $30.73. Those are some key levels that you can be watching for. But let's go ahead and just do our typical analysis here on Solana. Literally getting a hand fanned here, guys. It is like a sauna in here. But let's go ahead and take a look here on the daily. Your VWAP crossing over, looking to print a red dot here very, very soon. So that is, let's check that weekly for any of those super, super bear signals. Nothing too crazy. You do have that yellow X on your 2-day. Where'd it go? Was it the 5-day? Oh, 5-day confirmed yellow X. That is more bearish, guys. A lot of this stuff has a lot of these coins do have bearish signals popping up. But your 4-hour looking to roll over. Money flow actually not looking too bad. I will say, does look like we could potentially continue to range here. Money flow looking healthy on the 2-hour. Looking at the lower time frames, your 12-minute coming back up. Your 15-minute is your 15-minute rolling back over on the money flow. So for a shorter term move, guys, I would be watching this 4-hour VWAP to potentially roll back over and give us a revisit of either this level here at about 32.93 or a potential revisit of that point of control coming in right here at about 32.18. So those would be the levels that I am looking for a potential pullback. Let's see if we have any bada boom. See if we have any confluence here. You could see, we do have some confluence of that POC, guys. Oh, a lot of POCs do wind up being local local golden pockets. So if we do get a push down, I would expect that golden pocket to give us a potential bounce. And if we break that POC, it would be likely that we could potentially come revisit our value area low coming in at about $30.79. $30.80. But I would say I do think we could potentially continue to just kind of range here. And then we also do have that 302 level that sits right on that other level I just gave you at 32.93. So we do have confluence at these levels. They should be pretty strong. But I do think we could just kind of continue to just sort of range here, guys. kind of just stuck in this range here. So maybe we got to move back up before coming down. But, kind of looking the same as everything else, guys. Unless we have a crazy, altcoin that's, completely moving separate than of the rest of the market, a lot of these altcoins do look the same. Plus, Rob the Crypto Snob, plus 10 Mrs. Candles, plus 100 Mrs. Candles. Shout out to Cal's World. Let's go. I think of Solana like a DeFi version. I think of Solana like a DeFi version of Celsius. Interesting. Gary Burke says Mrs. Candles is def the MVP. She gave him that CandleMafia hat. Great present. And now it's going to wind up in the merch store, guys. So shout out to her. We'll have to give her a cut of that merch. Frankie, hello, Mrs. Candles. Frankie's like the Energizer Bunny. Show Miss Candles a love. You guys always show her love. But yeah, she deals with me working 24/7 like a champion. So definitely blessed to have a girl as good as her. Easy money during a range. Yes, absolutely. Red Robles knows you could trade those ranges, especially with something like the VPVR or a volume profile. Makes it easy to trade those ranges. Obviously, easy is going to easy is relative, right? Corbin says, movie trailer guy voice. We're in the bear, but next bull cycle, the alts, they will be shilled. Shout out to Corbin. I love that. Yeah, bro, you really are the Energizer Bunny. Shout out to you guys. I will say this. Definitely use a lot of my energy here on the streams, and then I'm like, all right, guys, Frankie Candles out. Bing bong. And then I fall asleep immediately in my chair. But I do it for you guys. Shout out to you. Behind every great man is an even greater woman. Josh Martin, could not agree with you anymore. Shout out. I would not be here I would not even be doing what I'm doing right now if it was not for her. So shout out to Mrs. Candles. Moving on, guys, I do want to cover ADA real quick before we go ahead and spin this wheel of pain and pleasure. Let's go ahead and pull it up here. Let's go ahead and here we go. ADA, here we go. On the weekly, guys, let's go ahead and see weekly money flow coming out, generally more bearish. I'm just going to fly through these time frames, guys, because it's probably going to look very similar. Yeah, looking very similar to Ethereum. Excuse me. Make shorts with those voices. Oh, Nate, I like that idea. Oh God, yeah. Frank's Energizer Bunny, except instead of a battery, he's plugged in. I just never stop. My motor's gonna burn out. Here we go. Taking a look here. Yeah, money flow coming out on your daily. This is looking almost identical to Ethereum. So take that for what it's worth. 16-hour VWAP coming up. 8-hour VWAP coming up. Your 6-hour looking to print that green dot. 5-hour printed the green dot. Confirmed green dot on your 4-hour. Money flow generally coming up on that 4-hour, but this is looking very similar to Ethereum. I'm just going to give you guys some levels. I would lean sideways / bearish on a lot of these things, guys. Bull div on the daily question mark. Not quite. Not in my eyes. I like to see the bodies of the candles come down a little bit lower, but let's go ahead and continue here. Let me find you guys some levels that you could keep an eye on. Let's go to the 15. Well, actually, let's go to the 2-hour. Find you some levels. Let's go ahead and pull up that VPVR. Bada boom, bada boom, bada boom, bada boom, bada boom. Okay. Oh yeah, Ryan Mack. Yeah, and then gold. We'll take a look at gold as well. Cal's World said Mrs. Candles will be in the Candle Hall of Fame before Sensei. Sorry, Frankie. Shout out to Cal's World. It would be, Adam and gold will be the last things we look at. Crypto Billy plus $1 million Mrs. Candles. Happy bride, happy life. Let's go. Let's continue here on ADA. Generally, just still kind of stuck in this range, guys. Not too much is happening. This is a bear market. Big point of control. We are stuck below our current point of control here, guys. So I wouldn't expect, any super explosive moves until we get past that POC. But your value area low is sitting at about 43, almost 44 cents exactly. So that's going to be some immediate support. It has held countless times. We lost it a couple times, but worst case scenario, maybe you come back down to this value area low coming in at about 43 cents. But that immediate support underneath you is going to be about 44 cents, and immediate resistance above you is going to be about 45 cents, but you also do have your point of control coming in at about 46 cents. So there's some levels you guys can watch. Everything is kind of looking very similar right now. When you see a few different coins ranging simultaneously, will you run multiple trades at one time? Beautiful disaster, absolutely. Yeah, like if I see good setups on Atom, Doge, Bitcoin, and Solana, yeah, of course. I'll even sometimes run a short on one coin and a long on another coin if they're set up differently. Granted, most of the time they're all moving in the same direction. But yeah, to answer that question in a short way, yeah, if you see a good setup for a long on this coin and a good short on this coin, yeah, I will 100% run multiple trades. 100th live stream face reveal. I think we've done 100 live streams potentially. I know we have way more than 100 videos. We'll have to check on that. I have no idea how many live streams we've done. We could have done 200, 500, or 100, or 50. I have no idea. We'll have to check on that. Thank you for pointing that out. But happy spouse, happy house. You guys are funny. Okay. Yes, IMJ. I unfortunately, I'm not gonna have time to cover this today. But I will say I am bullish on HBAR. It's something I'm gonna be accumulating over this bear market. But keep an eye out for these pre-recorded portfolio, not portfolio videos, but these DCA videos showing the coins that I'm gonna be DCAing into. Keep an eye out for that because I'm gonna be talking about the coins I'm buying and why. Right? Why I like the projects. We'll take a quick look at the charts, and then I'll show you guys how I'm DCAing in, and you guys can kind of follow along on that portfolio if anybody's looking to follow along. But let's go ahead and, yeah, guys, 461 likes. Let's get it to 550 likes, guys. I think we could do it. Smash that like button. We're going to be spinning that wheel here in just a second. Let's take a look at gold real quick. I'll just go ahead and take a look right here. Yeah, oh, baby, gold is dumping. Interesting. Yeah, yellow X is all over the place. Looking at the weekly, pulling up market cipher B. Money flow in the red on the weekly. Coming back out. Let's look at... yeah, yellow X on that 2-day playing out beautifully. Looks like you could put a nice bull div in here on the 2-day though. At some support here. Yeah, interesting. So yeah, could put a bull div in here on gold. Looking at the daily, yeah, yellow X on the daily did bring you down. This is looking kind of bearish. Let's look at those lower time frames. Money flow coming up on the lower time frame, so maybe a short-term bounce on gold. Again, guys, I don't really trade gold. I don't really look at gold that often. If I were to invest in gold, I am looking to potentially invest in some gold. Hulk smash the like button, guys. Shout out to Bud Lightyear and Chemistry Bro. But can't wait for new Frankie videos. Bring it in, LFG. Let's go, Nate. Shout out to you, brother. But yeah, I am looking to invest in some gold, but I don't really trade gold. I actually think you could trade gold on Femex. I don't do it. I think we're going to see some fireworks on this daily candle close in 40 minutes. Shout out to Lane Hughes. Absolutely. PYR. Yes, Lane, that'll be the last thing we look at. We'll look at PYR for you because I feel like it's just a tradition to look at PYR for you. So we got to do it. Gold is dumping. Wow, yeah. But I would say, again, guys, those volume gaps, big dump, big gap. Big dump, right? From here to here, big dump. Well, look at that. You did have a gap, right? So potentially, if we could crack this level we're at right now, you could get a quick move up for gold to about the 1638 area. But this has got yellow X's all over it. Money flow deep in the red. This is definitely looking a little more bearish in my opinion. Okay. Let's go ahead and look at GBP. All right, let's go ahead and PYR. We looked at Solana. We looked at PYR. We looked at gold. I think that's it. Oh, and Atom. Atom will be the last thing. Actually, I'm going to look at Atom first. Let's go ahead and take a look at the Binance. Actually, no. We'll just look at this one. Okay, here we go. Okay, so let's see. On the daily, money flow in the green on the daily, generally coming out. Nothing too alarming there. On the weekly, money flow back in the green with that big bounce that we got. Holding above this level of support at about 1303. Interesting, but we are about to print a red dot on the weekly. Hopefully, we could hold that level at about 1303. That is a strong level you want to keep. If you lose that level, likely you'll come down to about 1155. But generally, red dot on the daily, but nothing super, super alarming. Looking at the 6-day, just looking for really alarming bearish signs. Red dot on your 5-day, indicative of a cool off. But money flow crossover on the 5-day looks pretty good. Money flow crossover on the 4-day also looks pretty good. And that red dot did not dump you off too much, right? You got a little dump, and that VWAP is looking like it wants to curve back up for another green dot. So if you do get a move to the upside on Atom, I would watch this level at about 1560. If you could crack that level about 1567, could get a quick move up to about 1875. In which case you do have a lot of resistance there. So I would say about 1875. I can't get that exact level right this second, but about right here. And then again, if you lose that 1575 level, could be a quick rip up to there. Looking at the daily, money flow generally coming out, but about to print that green dot, which could give you those moves to the upside. Looking at the 4-hour, printing blood diamond on the 4-hour, so looking a little more likely that you could continue down a little lower. So you got the moves to the upside, you got the levels to watch. Excuse me. To the downside, major level I would watch is about $13.03 or $13 even. Psychological level there. And again, a little bit of a volume gap here, guys. If you can break this level at about, around 1360, could get that big move, or not big, but quick move down to about 1325. Might get a little stop off at 1344. But again, we do have that purple box there. So major level I would watch for this blood diamond, if we are going to get a move down for this blood diamond, would be this level here at about 1303. You do have that psychological level, and we have gotten resistance quite a few times here, which would turn it into strong support. Okay, let's go ahead and check PYR real quick for our boy Lane Hughes. Look at the KuCoin chart. Looking at money flow, he wanted to see specifically. So we're going to show you money flow specifically. Let's see. Okay. All right. Let's see. Money flow on the 4-hour looking pretty good on PYR, coming up pretty strong with that. Looking like you could get a potential VWAP crossover at the same time as that money flow, which would be a pretty bullish sign there. Excuse me. Daily, nothing really to take away from there. Looking for some real bearish signs. Nothing too crazy. Money flow crossover on the 16-hour and the 12-hour. 8-hour looking for that crossover. Your 6-hour money flow is coming out. 4-hour looking for the crossover into the green. Doesn't look too bad. You got a nice little trigger wave here. Nice somewhat of a trigger wave here on the 3-hour. That could potentially bring you down, or bring you up. I'm sorry. Yeah, I would say PYR does not look too bad. That 16-hour money flow, 12-hour money flow with the 8 and the 5 and the 6, 5 and the 4. Money flow is looking pretty decent there. Levels are on the screen right now. Immediate resistance going to come in at $3.42. And then, right above that, or if you get a big move to the upside, you do have a little bit of a gap. Between 350 and I would say about 360. Could get a quick move up there. Even a potential quick move up to 368 or $3.68. But as far as money flow, Lane, I know that's mainly what you wanted to see. Money flow is actually looking pretty good. Can't hate. BTC bull flag on the hourly lower time frames, question mark. Let's go ahead and take a look. Looking at the hourly, yeah, I think what you mean, or what you kind of meant to say, was a bull pennant potentially. But yeah, I'm not really seeing too much of a bull flag, to be honest with you. So this is really what I see on Bitcoin, right? Really, what I see here is a move down, another move down, and then bearish consolidation, right? Doesn't mean you can't break out, but this would be bearish consolidation. But I do see what you're saying. This does kind of look, bull pennanty, right? Or bull flaggy, right? Boom, come up. But yeah, I would, Potentially. Actually, let's zoom in a little bit and break this out. Or is it a potential? Actually, yeah, no. This doesn't look too bad. Yeah, money flow crossover on the 24-minute. Yeah, that's potentially. I would be careful with the longs, even scalp longs right now, because your 4-hour is starting to roll over here. Let's see. Okay. Let's see. Bear pennant. Yep. Yeah. Shout out to MC Emke. I hope I'm saying that right. No problem, Lane. I got you, brother. But yeah, no, that's really what I see here is bearish consolidation. Again, doesn't mean you can't break out, but I do see bearish consolidation here. But I think this is probably what you're looking at. But really all I see is a struggle to get above this resistance. Okay, so with all that being said, guys, I think that's all the time we got for tonight. Let me go ahead and cut to my face camera and go ahead and fix that real quick. Boom. Okay, give me 1 second while I fix this camera, guys, and then we will go ahead and spin that wheel. Okay, here we go. Let's see. I'm going to go ahead and remove the camera. Yes, and then we're going to go ahead and add camera. New. Boom. There it is. There it is, baby. There it is. Let's go ahead and make it small. And drag her right in here. Boom! There we go, baby. We're back. How could we got to bring out the camera, guys. When we got this, when we got the new studio. I mean, just look at that sign in all its glory, guys. Oh, I'm so hype on the sign, guys. I am so hype on the sign. But with all that being said, guys, let's go ahead and spin this dang wheel of pain and pleasure and see if we can get some giveaways. Let's see. Bada boom. How many likes do we got? I haven't even looked. Let's see. 490, guys. If we get 500 likes, I'll give you guys 7 spins on the wheel. I said 550, but we didn't get there. 500, I'll give you guys 7 spins on the wheel. Let's go. Only 10 away. And then I guess we probably, let me go ahead and share my screen here. We should probably go ahead and, yeah, you know what? I'm going to fix this camera. I'm not going to fix this camera and reset the whole thing. I'll fix it after the stream. But let's go. I mean, I guess I have to add one loser, right? No. I'm just going to go, nope. Okay, bada boom. All right, I'll give you. There we go. There we go. That's weighed in your favor, I would say. I would say that's slightly weighed in your favor. All right, 502 likes, baby. Let's go. We got it. Easy work, people. Easy work. Okay, let's go ahead. 7 spins on the wheel. Let's give him a spin numero uno. Let's go, and let's just kick it in chat. Connor Anderson, what's going on? All right, fine. I'll like it. Let's go. Lurkin Larry says, nice sign, boss man. Shout out to Lurkin Larry. I guess you really do lurk because we don't see you in here very often, but you must be lurking. Shout out to Lurkin Larry. Thank you for showing some love to the sign. We're super happy about it. Let's see. Let's see. Oh God, what did IMJ say? It's put a tinfoil hat over your head and the headset. You'll be okay. Shout out to you, brother. Wow, was that 2 losses in a row? Tell me I'm gonna have to rig this thing, guys. One more nope. I'm rigging this. I'm rigging this thing. That ad is strange. Kashi. Guys, today's stream brought to you by KuCoin. Actually brought to you by KuCoin. If you guys are anyone new in the stream that got here late, guys, it is we are officially powered by KuCoin, guys. Super, super exciting news. And I'm just going to go ahead and yeet this little, we're just going to give you guys a couple extra spins here because we're here. Sign looks fire. Next stop on the building. Let's go. Shout out Jack Destiny. Thank you for being here, man. Yeah, almost 100% done with the, almost 100% done with the studio here. We still got some tweaks here. You guys, obviously, the camera went out, but I actually had someone in my studio today, and they're using it tomorrow at the office. So I was like, what a perfect time to, break in the new studio. We got the sign. That was the main thing I really wanted to have on here before I started using it. But yeah. Brought to you by Nope. KuCoin rocks. Absolutely. KuCoin is my favorite exchange. How many spins was that? I said 7, right? That was 6, baby. Give him one more. Let's see. I think it's brought to you by that new fragrance. Nope. Let's go. Yeah, guys, if you want to sign up for KuCoin and save on some of the fees, you could go ahead and use our link. And if you guys want to use the KuCoin trading bots, which I've been utilizing the DCA bots a whole lot recently, so I've been finding them super helpful. I think you guys can too, so stay tuned. We're going to be making a lot of content, kind of showing you guys what I'm DCAing into. Like I said, what do we get on these giveaways? 7 spins. We got 1, 2, 3, 4 giveaways out of 7. Not too bad, guys. I had to rig it in our favor, but hey, what are you going to do, right? Sometimes Frankie Candles got to help out the Mafia. You know what I'm saying? The Mafia does a lot for Frankie Candles. Sometimes Frankie Candles got to give back to the Mafia. But guys, yeah. So I forgot what I was saying. What was I saying? KuCoin's awesome. Oh, the DCA bots have been absolutely invaluable to me, especially in these recent, in this recent bear market, because it allows you to buy on the way down without having any of that emotion involved. But let's see. Make sure to use low leverage. Lol, not financial advice. Gary, shout out to Gary. Yeah, guys, if you want to sign up and trade with leverage, you could go ahead and sign up with Femex. But with that being said, be very careful with leverage. Leverage can be extremely dangerous if you're not an experienced trader. And even if you are an experienced trader, I do recommend keeping your leverage low. When I show a lot of my trades on the channel, and you guys will know that I use very low leverage, right? I use between like 2 and 3x. I'll jack it up to like maybe 10 as the highest, but that is literally like almost never, right? It's almost always 2 to 4x is really what the sweet spot that I stick in. So just be careful, but if you want to sign up, you can get some signing bonuses if you use the Femex link in the description down below. Also, KuCoin offers leverage trading as well. And if you don't KYC, they limit you to 5x, so it might be a good place to start. Love it. I have a video on the futures trading on KuCoin, super, super user-friendly, and they have a ton of altcoins that they offer leverage on. And guys, with all that being said, guys, I hope you like that first stream in the new studio. I hope you like the new Frankie Candle sign. I sure do. But with all that being said, guys, that's all the time I have. Like I said, Mrs. Candles, Mama Candles is visiting right now. We went for the full 2 hours. Let's go. I was going to try to hop off early. She's leaving tomorrow, so I wanted to go grab dinner with her or something, or eat some of her homemade sauce that's on the stove right now. But with all that being said, guys, I appreciate every single one of you guys for tuning in. I'm sorry about this weird camera problem that we had. Just remember, guys, like I said, when I'm confident and the charts are being clear on which direction this thing is going to go, I will tell you. But right now, again, we have very bearish signs. We're sitting at key support. We're getting the daily bull div. Things are a little iffy right now, so just be careful in either direction, whether you're longing or shorting. Shout out IMJ says, bye-bye, guys. Good stream. Glad to have made it. Great stream. What's the giveaway wheel? Shout out to Dave. Welcome in, Dave. I don't know if this is your first time here, but if it is, welcome to the CandleMafia. I'm talking to you, Dave. I'm talking to you. Dave. Well, welcome to the CandleMafia, man. And we do giveaways every single week. I spin that wheel every single day. You guys got 4 giveaways today, tomorrow, depending on every 100 likes we get. I give you guys a spin on the wheel. And sometimes there's 2 spots for a giveaway. This one I just rigged in your favor completely. But we give tons of giveaways. We give like 25, 30 NFTs almost every week. We give away hats. We give away Frankie Candles hats, Frankie Candles t-shirts. We've given away Bitcoin Miami 2022 tickets. I give away anything that I can until I get in trouble. Until they're like, Frankie Candle, stop giving away everything. But yeah, we give away tons of stuff. You never know. Maybe I'll give away some HyperX headphones. Who knows? Maybe I'll give away some gaff tape. You never know. Maybe the remote to my sign. Maybe my iPhone with a JPEG junkie sticker on it. You never know what we're gonna give away on this channel. Maybe some Aztecian cactus moss water. You never know. But yeah, stick around. We do tons of giveaways. But with all that being said, guys, I love each and every single one of you guys. You guys are not a number to me. You guys are friends to me. I consider you friends. I love hanging out with you guys every single day. Thank you so much. And the reason I say that, guys, is because we're creeping up on 28,000 subscribers. It's almost like every day we look at these analytics. My mind is blown. The CandleMafia grows more and more every day, and we got 4K now, so you guys can actually see. Next time I get goosebumps, I'll show you guys that I'm not lying. I truly When Moon, shout out to Tony D. Seriously, guys, I'm blessed to be in this position, and I appreciate every single one of you guys from the bottom of my heart. I know a lot of a lot of people probably think, oh, it's just a YouTuber. He's saying that because he has to. You guys truly do. I get to do what I love every single day. And now we have 28,000 CandleMafia members strong. Is absolutely mind blowing, and I'm forever grateful. So, with all that being said, guys, that's all the time I got for tonight. I'll see you guys tomorrow, same place, same time. Hopefully, I'll fix that camera problem, so we don't have to deal with that. But I'll see you guys tomorrow, same place, same time, 5:45 Eastern Standard Time, right after ATB. I love each and every single one of you. That's all I got. Frankie Candles out. Bing bong.